Hello and welcome to another video. This will be a fairly quick video. I mentioned in I think about 4 or 5 videos I did about it and other videos that I was getting rid of duplicates. And I obviously went from ones where I had the same disc in the steelbook as normal release to when I had a better release by the same studio to get rid of the old release depending on special features. Also, if I had a release by, say, Criterion, I'd get rid of the studio release and things like that. So I sort of worked up what I was getting rid of, and I took about 300 or 400 out. Then I got rid of things like a couple of Artificial Eye titles, which I had in box set releases they put out. Also, a couple I had as steelbooks. And I said the only things I wasn't going to get rid of was my Arrow Video titles, BFI, Masters Cinema, or 88 Films. I did get rid of some 101 films, I think, and Second Sight, where I had a steelbook as well. I got rid of the normal releases for those. But yeah, I wasn't touching those. But in terms of BFI, I think I only got 2 steelbooks. One's in a Herzog box set, one of the titles, Nosferatu, I think 1979 version was it, and the other one was Seven Samurai, again, it's in a Kurosawa box set. So I wasn't going to obviously get rid of those because there's other films in there. Massive Cinema, because obviously I wanted to keep all the numbered releases as well as the steelbook ones, so I kept those. 88 Films, I think I've only got one, which is Toxic Avenger, but I've got all the others as normal releases, so I kept that as well. And things like Peaky Blinders Series 1, I've kept the normal release because I've got the first one as a steelbook and I've got all the others as normal case one, so I want to keep that the same. But I did decide with my Arrow collection to have a look through those. So I was originally buying the normal release and the steelbook at the same time. Occasionally the steelbook would be released at a later date, but things like Old Boy 4K was one. I bought the normal release and steelbook release, and I was thinking, why am I doing that? Because it's a bit pointless, expensive. I'm spending 40-50 quid to get 2 copies of the same title. Yeah, they might have different artwork, but so what? I've got steelbooks for films with different artwork to normal releases. And it's not like all my Arrow titles are here. I mean, I've got some upstairs, but I've got box sets elsewhere. So I just thought, you know what, I don't need to keep all those. Now, I did make some exceptions. So these white sleeve ones, which they don't do anymore, some of those I've got as steelbooks. King in York. Well, I got a new 4K release of that anyway. But I think I've the steelbook of that version. Trying to think what else. I think there might be something else there. Foxy Brown. Also got these, the old slipbox release they used to do. Got some of these as steelbooks. No, not a Tenebrae, although there was a newer release of that anyway. I think it was a better transfer, but some of those, like Zombie Flesh Eaters, in my steelbook, I think there was Demons and Demons 2, which were in the black boxes, so I'm keeping those ones. But anything in a normal case that I've got a steelbook of, I'm not keeping, unless it's something like, I mean, that just a normal one release anyway, but something like Blade the Immortal, I've got that as a steelbook, but it's got a slip cover, so I'm keeping it because it's got a slip cover. But if it's just normal case like that, then I don't need to keep it. I am checking to make sure that discs are the same, because I know one of them, if I can just find it. I think it's Blood and Black Lace, actually, from memory. The steelbook's only got 1 disc in, but the normal release has got 3 discs. I think it's an extra Blu-ray and a DVD. So I've kept that. Other ones, they put both discs, there's 2 discs, they put them both in a steelbook if it's a Blu-ray and a DVD, or 2 Blu-rays. But for that one they didn't for some reason, so I'm keeping that one. I don't have any Arrow Academy steelbooks. So it's mainly Arrow Video. So I've still got a lot, as you can see, all these here. And I've got some DVDs now. Again, the white case or white sleeve DVDs I'm keeping. And I don't know if I've got any DVDs and slip boxes. I might do. I didn't get all those in the end. There's probably 4 or 5 I didn't have. Either I'd already bought the DVD and I got the Blu-ray later date, or they just got a DVD release at the time. So I could have got the other ones of those, but I didn't bother. I didn't want to spend the money. So I think they're back there somewhere possibly. But I got all the Blu-ray ones anyway, so I'm not getting rid of those. So yeah, I've still got a lot actually. A lot more than I thought I had. I mean, these aren't all of them. I've still got some upstairs. I did move my Arrow Steelbooks over here because I think I was originally going to plan to put them at the bottom. I know I did mention I wasn't going to keep Steelbooks for like Warner Brothers next to Warner Brothers titles like I was going to do originally, but I think Arrow are going to do that. Although probably the amount of titles I got upstairs I want to watch and bring down would easily fill that space up anyway. And I think I did start slotting in Steelbooks, and so I took out Life Force and I put the Steelbook there. Wasn't necessarily planning to do that, and I don't know whether I will. I just sort of did that. So I might just keep them separate. But that's what I've done. So yeah, I got a lot upstairs. I still need to take. I think I got a couple I need to check still. Then I got Old Boy. I need to find the normal release for that so I can sell that on. I'm not sure I'm going to get some of these. I don't know if they're out of print or not. Some of these, or like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I've got the newer version anyway. So whether the older version goes for anything in it at all, I've got no idea. But yeah, so I've got a lot here. Things I've also got on Steelbook, like the Ring, but I've got the Ring box set, so obviously I'm not getting rid of that. Longer Friday, set's got Mona Lisa in. So yeah, so anything in the white sleeve or slip box or got a slip cover, or if I got a box set, like for instance Hellraiser, I've got that in a box set, and I've got all the films in a trilogy Steelbook set, and also the first one as a separate one as well. But I'm keeping the box set, even if there's nothing extra in that set, I'm keeping that anyway. I have also checked the booklets to make sure the booklet in the Steelbook is a little bit dinged up. I've taken the one out of the other release and swapped them over. I did notice actually I was missing the booklet for Audition in the normal release. I've got the Steelbook of it with the booklet in, but I was missing the normal booklet for the normal one. I know I was missing 2 anyway, Climax and Horror Express. Possibly you can get Climax off somebody, but so I don't know actually if there's any other ones I'm missing in terms of booklets, but obviously I've got a booklet for the Steelbook, and so that's fine. I'll obviously sell the one without the booklet. They didn't have booklet anyway, so it's not like I've taken it out of it. And yeah, so I've still got a lot here. I've also taken a couple of things off which I want to check. Naked City and Brute Force, the 2 Jules Assange films, recently got re-released. I believe they had new transfers in the box set together. So I'm going to check the 2 individual releases against the box set just to make sure that all the extra features are the same. Although I might end up keeping those because I think the booklets will be different. So there might be stuff in the booklets, the older ones, which isn't in the newer ones. So I might end up keeping that for that reason. As I say, if the Steelbook is of a newer release, like Tenebrae, and so that was a normal case, then I might end up keeping that anyway because the booklet might be different, or there might be art cards or something in there. But yeah, so I would say quite a lot I've gone through. I think I've checked them all now. That I think there's 18 or 20 in total, so probably not as many as I thought. But I say it did free up space, and I don't think I'm ever gonna be in a position where I'm going to be freeing up a load of space in one go like I have been recently. I mean, I have, for instance, picked some Criterions. So I'm grading some DVDs. I got like All About My Mother and things like that, and also got 4K steelbooks for things like Backdraft, so I'm getting rid of the Blu-ray I've got for those. Some instances, those UK Blu-rays, like for Field of Dreams, were bare bones, and I was going to pick up the US 4K release on one, but then it was a bit expensive for one to pay for it, to import it, and it's getting a UK 4K steelbook release. So I'm hoping that all those extra features, which were on the DVD, which I ended up keeping, are on the either Blu-ray or 4K, so I can give it to the DVD and the standard release. But yeah, so I'll say I've got quite a little bit more off the shelf, but that'll probably be it for a while now. So I'm going to keep my Arrow DVDs. The only ones I'm got rid of in terms of Arrow, obviously I've got rid of just normal Arrow film releases and regular Arrow, like some of these Arrow ones here. Either got Arrow Video or Arrow Academy releases or something, so I've got rid of those. Arrow, the classics one as well. I've never got all those, so any of those I've upgraded, I've got rid of the ones of those. I've kept Arrowdrome ones. Again, I got some of those on Blu-ray, but they got booklets, so yeah. And again, things like these Bear Fight, again, a lot of these I got on Bear Fight Blu-rays, but again, I'm keeping the DVDs just because there might be extra features that are different or booklets are different. You know, I'll still buy Bear Fight DVDs, not if it's something I've got on Blu-ray or if it's got a Blu-ray and a DVD really separate, but there are things that only get released on DVD. Like, for instance, that hasn't had a release on Blu-ray from BFI. There's a Criterion release, but so I'll be keeping these. I've no desire to get rid of those, but the Arrow ones I don't need to keep. Yeah, they do have, like, for instance, that artwork. So this was a steelbook. That artwork might not be on the steelbook, and the inside artwork, which is different, again, might not be on the steelbook. But the discs and the booklet are the same and things, so there's no inherent need for me to keep that. There's things like artificial eye release as well. I've got, which I've also got on Criterion, some of the Satyajit Ray films or the Tarkovsky, and obviously some Chaplins I've got on Criterion and Park Circus. But again, I'll probably end up keeping those. But yeah, there's a few of these Eureka films DVDs which I'd like to upgrade if they've got Blu-ray releases. And I've got a load of these I want to upgrade. I took a few upstairs that I went through the list of ones that I know have had Criterion release, and I've got quite a few DVDs upstairs. As I get around to replacing them, I'll obviously put those for the charity shop, and I also put ones for I know had Warner Archive releases. So I'm not saying some of these haven't had Blu-ray releases either in UK or US, but I've kind of focused on those two because that's sort of things I'm looking at getting. But yeah, so it's a bit messy here. I've taken off some of the ones that I had piled up on, which I hadn't filed away. They're all on there, and I've got ones on the bottom, and obviously steelbooks. Things I've taken off to check, and then obviously some on the stairs there. So I've still got a lot of organising to do, but this should be all my Arrow steelbooks that I've got, bar, say, Old Boy 4K and probably another one. But yeah, so I think in terms of, say, getting rid of things, I think that's the last sort of hold out that I was going to sway on. Then I say Master Cinema, I'll keep my both releases for those ones, and BFI's out. I think Arrow's one's going to be more lenient on. Partly because I'm not going to be buying Arrow steelbooks and all releases now because it's expensive, and because Master Cinema I don't really put many steelbooks out anyway. And I like the fact they're numbered, and I can have all the same style cases all together in numbered order. So yeah, so I'll probably now, for in terms of videos about you, because that's probably my last one. So I've still got stuff to sell, but I'm not necessarily going to do a video about that. There's not much point. You know, unless I can drastically think of something I want to show about that, then I think that'll be it. So I've still got a lot of stuff I want to upgrade, as you can see. Think about these Chaplin releases. So I've got them on Criterion and Park Circus, not Official Eye releases. But the thing with these Chaplin, these DVD releases, is they've got a ton of special features. I don't think any of these have ever been, well, I think probably featured on Blu-ray releases, but they've never had all of these on there. There's a lot of stuff on these. I mean, some of them like scenes from Mission Verdu. Well, obviously, I've got Mission Verdu and stuff like that. And there's probably, in terms of great taste, I think probably most of that is on the Criterion release. But Charlie Chaplin, I like the artwork, so I'm going to keep that. And I don't need to get rid of those. You know. Same with my B-movie collection, where I've got the artwork going across and stuff. And probably even the Laurel and Hardy ones. You know, I don't need to keep those if I ever come on Blu-ray, but I like to keep them because, you know, same with my Fox Studio Classics. You know, it's nice to see them on the shelf. But yeah, that's it for this video. So I do plan to do an update video. I think I probably was going to do it this week actually, but I've been really busy with work and I've not really had time. So probably next Wednesday I might shoot that, and then, all being well, again, depends how busy I am, because I think I've got a lot of calls at work next week, so I don't think I'm going to have the spare time. Because although I do get more time spare on a Tuesday and a Thursday, best day to shoot is a Wednesday, and I only get an hour. So, and obviously the video can take an hour, so I don't always have that full spare hour to do the video. But anyway, enough of me rambling on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.